Welcome everybody to
Tyler's
Tyler's
Talk
Talk
Football,
Football, sorta.
episode
5,
straight out of the basement.
straight out of the basement.
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Another Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day.
Glad to be with everybody today. We took a week
Yes.
off last week, but we're back this
But we are
week.
back
Yeah.
in full effect.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yes.
today's a big one, honey.
Today's a big
But
one.
we're going.
But
It is the one.
the one.
It is it. We got all everything has
Yes,
to be put
yes.
out there.
Yes.
But
yes,
we'll
it
get
does.
into that in a second.
We'll get into that in a second.
Yes.
So, what are we toasting?
Well, we're toasting to
today?
a clean game this evening. Okay,
Yes,
we'll
we
get into
are.
that. I am drinking because this game is so important. Water.
Water.
I'm going to be hydrating all day, and of course the Buffalo Bills red
Okay, gotcha.
cup.
With the giant blue, just some coffee from Dunkin's.
Yep, just some water. I really can't
Ah.
save my signature
Mm.
because
Yes, you can. You can do that anytime.
okay.
It doesn't matter what
Water.
you're drinking.
We must hydrate, sweetheart. We got to keep things
Gotta keep
flowing.
going.
Got to keep things moving through.
We have got to keep things moving.
Yes.
And speaking about moving, let's look at what you got on today.
Well, this is a tried and true straight out of Buffalo shirt. Straight out of Buffalo, everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
I'm from the flow.
You're from the flow.
And I had to bring it all out today. The pom-pom.
And pom-poms.
These are the pom-poms.
Yes.
And the Buffalo Bills blue
Yes,
eyeglasses.
and Buffalo Bills
And
blue.
Billy today, this is serious, this game today, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So Billy, no funny games now.
No fun.
Billy put on
Yes.
Billy put on her Buffalo Bills blue wig
Right.
today because she ain't playing.
Because she is not
She
playing.
ain't playing. And yourself?
Well, I've got my Giants blue, New York Giants football. Even though they're, 1-4, they're still my team.
Of course.
And for all you Giant lovers out there, go G-Men.
Yes.
Beat the Bills tonight.
We're going to get into that
Ready for that
later.
one.
Okay, let's
Yes.
go.
Okay, well, let's recap some of the last week's games. And I have to start with the Giants and the Bills losing. Both teams lost.
Yeah.
The Bills lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Giants lost to the Miami Dolphins. Both games were not good team efforts from our boys. And what do you think about that Bills
Well,
game?
I
You were a little on edge, and
well, I'm always on edge.
always on edge. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter
Has there ever been a day
when you're not on edge.
that I'm not on edge?
Yeah, no,
That's just
I
how I
haven't
roll
had
typically.
that you're not
But let
on
me tell you
edge.
something how I
That's
feel about
how
this
she
London
rolls.
thing. Okay, we're gonna make this real quick and real to the point. They should have been there. Okay, I didn't get it 2 weeks ago. I don't get it today.
Yeah.
Post whatever the word is, analyst, post analyst.
Mhm.
First of all, and when I say first of all, some stuff is ready to come on down.
What's that?
Should have been there because they didn't get enough rest. Okay, okay.
Grown
Now
men.
you can people all the they say, oh, he should have brought it. They did bring it. Brought it tired. They brought it lethargic. They brought it like they were sleepwalking. Okay, the guys did not have a proper rest. That's a 5-hour trip from Buffalo to London.
Mhm.
Also, there's a 5-hour time difference. So your body doesn't have a time to adjust to the time zone change, to that funky stadium turf. I hear it was just awful. It was just god awful. But I can't call it. But the pros said it really stinks. It's not good. And they're tired. They probably didn't have a good breakfast. And it is London food. They have a good breakfast. and I mean but you know what? They almost did it. They almost did it. They came back. I said, but you know what? They've lost 2. You can't win them all.
Yeah.
But they should. But let me tell you this. And Jacksonville had been there for 2 weeks. So they had their sleep. They had their vitamins. They had some breakfast, and they were.
You know what?
I'm
You know what?
just
The
done.
bottom line is they
Don't say
just
they lost.
lost.
No, but it wasn't.
They
No,
didn't
that's
play
not-
well, and Jacksonville played better.
No.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah, they
and
played
even
good,
though
but they were rested.
Jacksonville was there for 2 weeks,
Yes, they
and
were.
that second week does make a difference if the team still stays there.
Yes, it does.
And it does make a difference, but still, they should have prepped better.
How do you
They
feel better?
oh,
when you're
listen,
flying across the ocean?
maybe get there a couple of days even earlier.
Well, I agree with that. That should be an official change within the NFL for all
For all teams.
teams going forward. You don't arrive on Friday. Have the guys there on Thursday. My goodness, I could have told him that.
Well, we all know that there is a game in London this week, and of course,
Is it on now?
Baltimore and the Titans are playing each other. I have not checked the score right now, but they're still playing, and we'll see how the teams make excuses. The losing team makes excuses this time.
Well, London, I just don't get it. But anyway,
I hope Baltimore wins that one anyway.
yeah.
So, the Giants and the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins didn't roll over the Giants, but the
Yes.
Giants just didn't play well. Daniel Jones didn't play well. He kind of hurt his neck, and he's not going to be playing tonight.
Oh, he's not.
No,
Not that-
Tyrone Taylor is.
Oh, number 2 guy.
The number 2 guy
I
is.
didn't
And
know
we'll
that.
see what he can
Oh.
do. And, we'll see.
What happened to Daniel's neck? Was sprained?
Well,
Nothing
maybe.
serious,
No,
right?
nothing serious.
Thank God.
Nothing serious. He probably could have played if he really had to, but he needs a break.
Well, that don't like the word break. We're talking about bones, but he needs just a chance to heal.
I think he needs a break.
Yeah.
Heal.
Yeah.
Break to heal.
Yeah.
And and also last week, the Eagles and the 49ers just keep on rolling.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 undefeated teams and the 2 best teams in the NFL. And I have to say that one game was really something that I know you have an opinion about it. The Saints whooped up on the New England Patriots.
I don't know what's going down in Boston.
I don't know.
It's a Boston massacre.
It was a massacre. It was a
I don't know
massacre.
what's going down?
Well,
Ain't been right since Tommy left, if
I-
you ask me. But
I-
nobody wants my opinion on nothing.
no, it hasn't been right since
It ain't
Tommy
been left
left.
since Tommy
and
left.
you're exactly
It might,
right.
really, and Belichick
You're
is
exactly
Belichick
right.
is not exactly a ball of laughs.
Uh,
And that I don't know. I think they need to boot him. I think his time has come. That's just my humble opinion.
Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Well,
Really,
you know what?
Really?
He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Really?
I think he's going after the winningest record by a coach in the NFL.
Oh.
But he needs to get better players. And they haven't had good players since they had Tommy there.
Well, it
So-
shows. What's the record? 1-4?
Are
they as bad as you guys?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Are they as bad as the Giants?
They're just as bad as the Giants.
It's but things every given Sunday.
Actually,
Is Al Pacino
they're worse
said?
than the Giants. They're worse than the Giants.
Boy, that has to
The
bruise his
Giants
big
have
ego.
better playmakers,
Yeah.
even though the record doesn't indicate that.
Yeah, it's only week 5.
But you know what? It's only week 5, and I think that it's important that there are 12 games to go,
Thank goodness.
and they should do better. At least New England fans hope they do better.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
We can all hope.
We can only hope.
Yep.
And-
But then again, why am I feeling bad? Excuse me when I say. I'm just thinking about myself, feeling like wah wah wah. For Billy. That man has 10 bazillion rings. He's probably got $20 zillion, and I'm sitting over here in our humble little thing.
Mhm.
Oh, poor Billy Jack, poor Billy Jack. Oh, come on, grow some.
You know what, too? Another thing, another team that had so much more potential,
Yeah.
like they do every year, but they were whooped up on by the 49ers, and that's those Dallas Cowboys.
Oh boy, is that Dak?
Oh,
Dak
girls.
Dak Prescott.
Dak didn't have a good game.
Oh boy,
They were whooped.
what was the score?
I think it was 42-10, something like
Was
that.
that it?
Was that it? That's enough.
I mean, no, I meant that. Mean,
Yeah, I know. what
oh,
you
that's
mean.
awful.
You know what?
Oh, jeez.
I tell you, they're a disappointment, and the Dallas fans should be disappointed in that team. They show so much promise. The defense plays well, but they didn't play well against the 49ers. Now, the 49ers are good. I don't know if they're that good, but obviously the Dallas Cowboys
That's
are not that good.
Wow, 49. This was not Kansas City. Who beat them? Who beat Dallas?
49ers.
San Francisco.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Well, hey.
Cowgirls.
the Cowgirls. Oh, God.
Was-
We're not going to talk about
No,
them
no,
too
no.
badly because,
Because we have.
because
listen,
we have a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans, and
Yes.
some of you are.
Yeah,
that are
many,
listening to
many
us.
are.
So
Many are. So hey,
We just say that let's just say it was an anomaly, and they shouldn't have won, or they shouldn't have lost that game by that much. Something occurred, something went on, and better luck
Yeah, better
against
luck.
the Chargers on
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Let's preview this week's games.
Well,
Well,
you want me-
yes.
let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it.
This,
Let's
folks,
get it started.
we're gonna get it started, folks. I don't know this Tyler's Talk Football, our little show. Tonight's game is huge. Now, what's so weird is that just 2 weeks ago we were talking about perhaps going to Buffalo next year for an actual home game. You know, get the family together, go to Buffalo. If you've never had the pleasure of being in our stadium,
Oh no.
and we'll go before the snowfall.
Yes.
Anywho,
Yes.
so we were just talking with Carr. I said, man, that'd be nice. But then you said it'd be really great if my Giants were playing. I said, well, that's kind of unlikely. And then lo and behold,
it was on the
it's
schedule.
on the schedule, and they're playing
It was
today.
on the schedule.
So I don't know, folks. Somebody ain't gonna be happy tonight in this basement. Somebody's gonna be unhappy. It's either gonna be this one or one, and it's not gonna be good. I've started to prepare. In the event of the outcome, there perhaps will be. Oh.
ESPN News.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay, so there may be a processor here. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully your marriage will survive this.
It will survive.
I hope it does. And it's not
Especially when the Giants.
Irreconcilable differences will lead to the demise
especially
of
when
our
the
marriage.
Giants surprise the Bills tonight.
Well, the Bills. Let me tell you.
We
about
will
this.
survive.
And the Bills. First of all, it's at our stadium. It's at Highmark.
So it's a home game in Buffalo. Yes.
Yeah, and it's New York against New York. I mean, it's already got the romanticism. It's got the energy. It's New York and New York.
Yes.
And so right there, those rivals. And the Giant fans don't have far to travel. They're there.
No.
And so the Bills are already tailgating, and it's going to be some light show tonight with the Blues. I'm so excited. That's why we're going to finish the show. Where I'm going after this our little show? To the beach, because I gotta I gotta get into my zen, and because I'm a little anxious. Let me tell you, I don't know if you know this about me. I get excited.
Oh no.
And
I never knew that.
And the Buffalo Bills, as much as I love them, I tell you, I watched them, but I'm always anxious. I never
very anxious.
Seriously, I can never watch our Bills without like, oh my God, I'm pacing like you're pacing.
Right. You got to learn how to relax.
I don't know how to relax watching the Bills, but
especially watching football.
Yeah, it's not a good one, but but may the best team win.
Well, who's your prediction? As if I don't know.
Well, now that I didn't realize that Danny was out, Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I don't know about the second string guy. I don't know how, has he been on the field before this season?
Yes, he has.
He's
spelled Daniel Jones at the end of games, and he spelled him when he was hurt last.
What do you mean spelled?
Well, I mean came in for him.
Oh, the word's called spell.
Well,
that's cool.
Not spelled him, or basically took his place.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to learn to get the football lingo.
Get all the lingo.
But I'm predicting, just because of the Daniel's been on the field longer, and this is a home game for my Buffalo Mafia. Yes. I'm predicting hopefully a Buffalo win. I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to make a bet. Let me see. I'm going to say, each touchdown is 6. Then you add 3 for the field goal. Right? That's 9.
Yes. He had 1 for the extra point.
I'm at 7.
You get the extra point.
So I'm going to say 21-7.
Oh boy. Ugh. All right, that's your prediction?
Yes.
Mine is this. I'm a Giant fan all the way, and I think it's time that the Giants showed up. Maybe a new quarterback today will get them going. So, let's go with this one. 27-24. G-Men.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be, you know what?
All right.
Let's have a clean. I want the folks, we're having a clean, it's going to be a clean game.
Clean game.
Okay. Whoever wins, we're still going to make it.
Yeah, we're still going to make it.
It may be ugly down here.
Yeah.
And
we are going to make
it. We do have some wine, don't we?
All right,
somewhere.
Okay. And also, another preview game that's going to be a big one is the Lions and the Buccaneers. Both of them are division leaders in their respective divisions, and the Detroit Lions are looking pretty good. Looking pretty
yeah,
good.
Yeah, very nice.
And, that should be one of the highlighted games today. And also, Colts and the Jaguars for the AFC North division lead. Central, North, Central. Yes. They should be, that should be a good game. It should be a
Okay.
good game. It should be a good
Okay.
game. It should be a good game. And looking forward to that one as well. And I got to tell you, so far, we've had 5 games. Basically, some teams 4 because they had a bye last week. So we're at a quarter of the season gone already. Isn't that something?
Who is leading the pack so far in the AFC East? Would it be
Well, in the AFC East would be the Miami Dolphins. They are 1 game ahead of your Buffalo Bills.
And how about Kansas City?
Kansas City is ahead in the West. They're always ahead in the West.
They're always ahead.
I mean,
Oh,
after
that's a
all,
team right there.
the division leaders, we got Miami, you've got Pitt and Baltimore are tied in the AFC in their division. Jacksonville and Indiana are also tied in their division, and then you have Kansas City, who's out west. They are ahead of everyone else.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the
excuse me.
NFC,
Excuse me. Let me get some
we've
water.
got Philadelphia,
Mm.
who are playing the Jets, by the way. Good luck to the Jets, because
Yeah.
that's going to be a tough
Fantastic.
game for them.
Exactly.
And then you have on the NFC, you have Detroit, you have Tampa Bay, and then you have San Francisco as all the division leaders. And those teams are doing well right now.
Okay.
And we shall see what happens to them and what the outcomes will be.
Well, you know what I say, sweetheart?
What's that?
From the words of the wise sage Al Pacino in Jamie Foxx. In one of my favorite movies of all time, Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday.
That movie, I know I like to go off topic sometimes.
That's okay.
Let me tell you something. That movie right there.
That was a great movie.
Oh, so
I really enjoyed
that movie. That was the movie. On Any Given Sunday, anything can happen.
Anything
Can change.
Yeah.
But just praying for healthy and fair play, and
oh yes, of course.
that's the main thing. No injuries, major injuries.
No major injuries.
Exactly.
Which is a segue into something that you were concerned
Well,
about.
I'm so passionate about this.
Yes, you are.
I did not, we were talking, folks, about all these injuries, all these orthopedic cases, broken bones and collarbones and fractures and bruises and ACLs and MCLs, a whole bunch of them. And this is only October.
Yes.
I didn't know until Q told me that it's not mandatory that the players wear pads. Now, I don't know, maybe you guys were
shoulder
aware of this.
pads. Yes, shoulder pads.
I'm sorry, shoulder pads. That'd be ridiculous if they can do that.
No,
But
helmets.
what fool would be?
You got
What fool would run out there without a helmet?
He get penalized if he did.
But that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But okay, thank God he wears a helmet. But some of these players, I didn't realize, and I really didn't. No cups on their family jewels, no knee pads, and hip pads. Well, I was floored. What? Why would not you protect your body? Why? And all I can say is it may be fun and games now. These guys are in their 20s. It's fun and games. But when they get to be in their 60s and 70s and walking like OJ and all crippled and bent over and have arthritic pain, and it's not fun then. Preventative care is the best care.
Well. Let me tell you one
thing.
And
I don't understand how you don't protect your scrotal area.
First of all, as I think I might have mentioned, the NFL is a copycat league.
Well, that's
and they haven't been wearing cups for decades.
Well,
but you would know if there was an injury on the field and somebody's like, oh, they got hit in the groin area.
Well, I don't get it.
But like I said, it's a copycat league, and years ago they wore a lot more padding, and elbow, forearm, knee pads, neck pads to prevent your neck going back like that.
So dangerous.
Now you hardly see any of that. You don't see the hip pads. You don't see the knee pads. Matter of fact, you see guys rolling up, and they do wear thigh pads. I believe that's probably
Jeez.
mandatory, but that's it. And of course, with the shoulder pads and the helmets. So being a copycat league, some players they start saying, "Okay, I'm tough. No knee pads." Before you know it, no one's wearing knee pads now. Particularly in the players that are players that like receivers and ends
Well, yeah.
and running backs. And
According,
I don't know why they don't, because they're going to get hit in the knees a lot. I mean, I think that some of the players may, but most 90% don't. And hip pads, you don't see that. I've heard that they are sort of like stops their progress, or
are they that heavy? I mean, wouldn't you
no,
be?
no, they're very light. The pads are very light,
It's a
and
macho thing, if you ask me.
it is
It's
a
a
macho
machismo
thing.
thing, and
It is
asking
it is a
me,
macho thing.
and I
But like I
just
said, it's a copycat league, and if you got a guy in a position that all of a sudden he runs out with knee pads on, with a cup on,
yes,
with hip pads on,
and that's the guy I want to
they
see.
look at him like, okay, but the linemen, I think particularly offensive linemen, they still wear knee pads and knee braces because they're getting hit. I mean, their knees are the ones that go first. There's a big heavy
Oh
men,
my
and the
goodness.
knees go first, and a
Yes.
lot of them have multiple knee surgeries. So
Yes.
that's
I mean, it really makes
you
me
will see
sad.
those pads, but it is a sad thing,
It makes me
and,
very
and,
sad,
and a lot of the
sweetheart.
players, they
Yeah.
should know better. But the NFL, the average player only lasts but so many seasons, and running backs are even lesser seasons.
And that's my
So
point exactly. Because it's a short shelf life.
it's a
I mean,
short
I didn't mean
shelf
to cut you off
life.
here, but I just,
That's okay.
I get how I get.
I know you can.
Because it's such a short shelf life, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking down the road, healthcare wise.
Healthcare wise,
And
yes, of
okay,
course. Being a nurse.
then now they're in their 60s and 70s. I'm saying, oh, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I used to be in the NFL. I can tell.
You can tell.
Okay, because you're wobbly, you're walking around in your 20s and 30s, big thighs and muscles protruding and everything, and very virile and manly, and all of the stuff that football players look like.
Right.
Prime condition, these
Right,
young
right,
men,
right.
beautiful specimens. However, our bodies are our templates. I mean, our templates are our temples.
Yes.
And at some point, like you said, well, Viv, it's a copycat league. Copycat league. Can't somebody be a leader? So what? If the one guy runs out, I'm praying that in my lifetime I see somebody say, I'm going to just say, screw this. I'm going to put on my cup on my family jewels. I'd like to have kids one day. Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
protect my knees and be a leader.
Elbows.
And I think if one person did it, who was respected, then maybe somebody say, you know what?
Well, I think it's beyond that. I
Oh,
think that you will not see that.
they'll never see it in our
No,
lifetime.
no,
Well,
no,
it's a
no,
shame.
no, no. It's just
It's a shame.
but then again,
I don't know.
injuries do happen. It's that kind of a league.
It was
It's
brutal.
that kind of a sport,
Oh,
and it doesn't have to be your knees, your
look, it be
hips
your
or anything
brain.
like that. Yes, it can be.
That's even more. Jesus.
Concussions.
Well, yeah.
And they're wearing padded helmets and things like that, and,
Yeah.
and they're looking at ways of inventing or of trying to adjust the helmets in a way that will protect their brains. But
Yeah.
anyway, well, you know what? I think that's very sympathetic of you, and maybe why don't you write a letter to the NFL
No, but
and let them know how you feel.
what's the man's
So,
name?
so
Goodell? Was he the
Roger Goodell.
Oh, hey, Raj.
Hey, Raj. Yeah.
I'll be professional.
All right.
But let's
Okay.
pivot. We don't want to end the show on such a wah, wah thing. We want to be uplifted because that's what we do.
That's what we
We're
do.
just trying to bring some fun and positivity to your
Yes.
Sunday.
Facts and follies.
That's it. Facts and follies at Tyler's
And that's
Talk
what we do.
Yes.
Tyler Talk Football
Facts. The
on
follies.
Sundays.
So we're going to say farewell for now until next week. We are so excited about tonight's game.
Yes.
And all of your games too, if you're not Bills fans or
Right.
or Giants fans. We do
Right.
realize there are other teams out there.
Yeah. So
the
there's a lot of
Bills
other
and
teams out
Giants.
there.
Yeah.
And also, one thing that please keep in mind to hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it very much.
And let us know what you think.
Yeah.
I just let us know what you think, good or bad or indifferent.
Comments.
Please, it'd be really nice to hear from you. But
It would be
anyway,
nice to hear from you
yeah,
all.
yes.
Now, everybody, keep in mind, Sunday Fun Day in the NFL.
Yes, yes. And next week we're going to take a bye.
Yes, we're going to take another bye.
Yes, we're going to
Next
take a
week.
bye.
Um,
Do a little,
do a little,
little fun for ourselves.
a little fun for ourselves.
Yes,
That's right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Just like the guys in the NFL do.
We'll have our own little fun day.
Yeah, we have our own little
But we
fun
wish
day.
you well.
Wish you well.
Stay safe and be healthy and have a great rest of today.
Yes. Enjoy your games, everybody, and your teams.
Take care.
Bye-bye.